Okay, I'm on OBS, so I'm not on XSplit. I gotta find some time to get that together. Is that even? That's not two. That's not even. Hold on a second. Let me even is just a little bit. Let me move this to there. We go. I think that should do it right there. Yeah. Okay, that'll work. So yeah, I'm gonna get on XSplit, but I'm going to I gotta find a time to redo those scenes. I gotta return it. What's up, my chat? How y'all doing? How y'all doing, chat? How y'all doing? What's up, YouTube chat? I've been so busy today. Holy smokes. Have you ever been so tired that you sit there and you just say, I wish I could clone myself? So, we got a lot to talk about today. But I want to start off with some gossip. And it's kind of relevant, actually, even though the first thing we want to talk about is some gossip, it is relevant to grifting. I got my tree soda. Hold on a second. Oh, so good. Oh. Hold on a second. Okay, hold on a second. One more. Okay, we go. Okay. Okay, so I want to talk about, I just found out that Elijah Schaefer, a person I never liked him. I know you all loved yourself some Elijah Schaefer. And it's not that I think he's a grifter. It's just that I think I'm like he's a closeted homosexual. I didn't like the way he threw oh my God. Here we go with the names. Y'all know I'm so terrible with names. What's the one what was his ex co-host? She was a co-host right now. I should know her name. They're no longer together. What's Sydney. Sydney. Thank you, Anna and Ginger. Sydney. Okay. Go look at that video. Go look at the videos from the past when we were coming after Jack Murphy initially, before the Chatterbait material came to surface. Before that, I said, meh, I didn't gravitate to Jack Murphy, but I never I guess I had nothing to Jack Murphy. Jack Murphy was just another guy, and I guess I never really paid attention to Jack Murphy because he was in that red pill space, but trying to bring that to conservatism. But Elijah was different. Elijah is clearly, as a hag, I was like, he's gay. And then I was the first to say before the Chatterbait came, I said, y'all don't hear that lisp from Jack Murphy? I said, Jack Murphy's homosexual. Y'all was like, come on, Tree, look at that beard. Look. Please go to the first Jack Murphy live stream I did on this channel. Go to it. And I'm like, I'm picking homosexual vibes from Jack Murphy. I'm just saying he's gay. It's like, he's not gay. He's just an asshole. He got a girlfriend. By the way, another thing I was right. I said he was calling his girlfriend a wife. I said he's not married to her. I said a man who hates women like that will never marry a woman he can degrade and treat like crap. I said, no, no, no. That girl ain't his wife. And to this day, she's still the girlfriend. And you want to know what? Spoiler alert, she will always be the girlfriend. They ain't getting married. Why? Anyway, in that video, I said, I'm picking up gay vibes from Jack Murphy. He's a homosexual. He's gay. Y'all don't hear that lisp? And look at the comment section. You'll like, he got a girlfriend. Look at that beard. Gay men can't grow a beard like that. And that's when I start getting into the rant about bears. I was like, hey, there's a thing, because I'm a hag. I know this, right? Love gay men, right? We've been allies since I was a little girl. I said, apparently y'all don't know about the bear community and the gay community. Bears have awesome beards. As a matter of fact, that's why they call bears, because they big and hairy. Yeah, act like listen, all gay men are not chiseled and fine, all right? Okay, they not all flamboyant. They do come in different varieties. Damn. But y'all was telling me I was wrong. I knew I was right. Then I did it. I told you so. Because then the chatterbait came out when he was like, I'm hetero flexible. That means you're gay. and then every time you have relations with your girlfriend, it's in a dehumanizing, degrading way. Never loving, never tender. You made her toss your salad. You made her do all kinds of gross, horrific things to you. Anyway, so when he went after Sydney on that show, I was mad at Elijah more than I was at Jack Murphy, because Elijah did not come to Sydney's aid. Elijah did not defend Sydney. Elijah didn't check Jack Murphy, and instead, go back and look at the video. Elijah says, hey, I'm defending Jack Murphy. I watch all his content. I'm subscribed to his whatever that community Jack had. He was actually making excuses for why Jack Murphy totally disrespected him. Now, let me tell you something. Gay men will protect their hags, and gay men will protect their best friends, female best friends, and their family members. But if they don't have no ties to you, they'll sit there and watch you get dragged, honey. And that's what Elijah did to Sydney. Come to find out, I was on the right track, because Sydney don't mess with Elijah no more. Sydney probably saw what we all saw. Like, hey, Elijah ain't on your team. Elijah got some problems with you because he didn't even defend you. Now, a man, just a regular old man who's conservative or just grew up with ethics and grew up with respect to women, would have not allowed Jack Murphy to talk to Sydney that way either. He would have checked them too. Soy men, homosexual men who don't have no ties or no allyship with Sydney, and effeminate men, just, betas, would allow that to happen. So I was like, I don't care if you guys love yourself some Elijah. I'm telling you, I don't like him. He ain't loyal. I feel the grift coming. And here's my thing. I said this before, and I have never been proven wrong. I said, Elijah Schaffer is not right wing. Elijah Schaffer is not conservative. He's another one of these centrists that can flip to the left, flip to the right. You guys got to be careful. One thing you have bad. I think this is just, everybody has this bad except for people on the left. I don't think nobody on the left has it bad where they confuse somebody on the right to be on their side. But because we have so many thirsty people on our side. And I'm telling you, ooh, you talking about you ain't seen thirsty, you seen the people on the conservative side. All right. You have centrists that can flip-flop to the other side, but it's hard for a centrist to flip and be embraced by the liberals and the progressives versus, they will be very, very embraced. No vetting whatsoever. We don't gatekeep. I gatekeep, baby. That's why I say if I call somebody out, I'm like, y'all get mad. Tree, you got to get out of... Dude, I listen, everybody I called out for grifting has not proved me wrong, not once. So I heard that he got fired, and so I went to the Blaze to see what happened, what it is about. So let's go there. Why can't I get these things right? Okay, here we go. So I'm trying to figure out what's this all about. Oh yeah, I'm a burp because I've been drinking my tree soda. Following an investigation regarding a recent personal matter, Elijah Schaefer's employment with Blaze Media has been terminated for violating company's policies and standards. Yeah, I was like this too. I was like this little girl, like, when that came out of the blue, I knew something was up. He's been off for way too long. Yeah, he has been. Earlier this year, he's been like, cuckoo. So he hasn't. More information would be nice. The Blaze gave a lawyer statement. It's really none of our business. Shut up, Ted. And see, this right here. These are the type of conservatives I despise. Oh, God. And there's nothing you could do but I'm just going to shame you. I'm just going to shame you and be like, you know what? You should have been aborted. Okay. Will she be back? They're talking about Sydney. Not surprising. It's about time. Why even mention the termination if you're not going to explain why? It could be Elijah. Thank goodness you know the truth. Oh yeah. Oh, I remember this. What's this right here? His cam name was small. It's BP. Oh, y'all remember this? Elijah decided to. By the way, this Christian. And this Christian thing Elijah doing, it's a grift. Oh my God, man. Y'all gotta stop. Because people say, praise the Lord, thank you, Jesus. Stop thinking they are religious. Yeah. Oh. Is that all it takes? Hold on. I gotta talk to the Christians here. I gotta talk. Is that all it takes? Is to quote Bible verses and to tell you how much a person loves Jesus to trick you? One thing and I'm a heathen. If I really wanted to make a lot of money off of Christians, and I've said this before. The best way for a heathen like myself to make money off of Christians as well as the right wing, the conservative grift, is to say, guys, I embraced Jesus. I realized I was wrong. I'm no longer a heathen, and I go to Bible study and let's pray and do all this stuff. I'm sorry, I grew up old-timey Christian. I know a grifter when I see one because it was actually shameful for you to pray in front of other people and testify and do all this. I'm saved, sanctified, and highly favored. From my understanding, and this is coming from a heathen, but I grew up a Christian, you are supposed to pray into your secret closet. As a matter of fact, where is that verse? We're about to have some real church up in here today. Where is that verse about praying out loud. Let's see. Bible verse of praying in public. Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, if you have Bibles, turn your Bibles to Matthew chapter 6. We're going to read verses 5 through 8. As a matter of fact, let me put this for the rest of the heathens who don't have, who don't have a Bible in front of you.
Passing the basket.
Thank you so much, Milo. Hold on, let me put this up here for the heathens who don't have a Bible. Now, I keep Bibles because my grandmama gave me a Bible from her. Okay, here we go. Let me take it to you now. Let's read this. Okay. When you pray, do not be like the hypocrites, for thy love to pray standing in the synagogue and on the street corners to be seen by men. But when you pray, go into your room, close the door, and pray to your Father who is unseen. I keep seeing these people, Christ is king, and praise the Lord, and I'm going to pray for you, and God don't like this, and you're not the true religion, and blah, blah, blah. And they the ones who do the most evil. They do very bad things in front of us, and you guys don't even judge them. Why? Because they're Christians? Really? I don't care what comes out your damn mouth. I look at what you do. I look at how you treat others as well. I don't understand how you Christian and you're going to sit up here and just demean women. You're going to talk down upon other people who are not of your own faith. And I said I could be the biggest grifter because I'm agnostic. Okay. I went from atheism to agnostic. That's a little progress. But I'm sitting here saying, you guys are listening to people's words, and people can tell you anything they want to make you feel good. But what do they do? Are their behaviors like Christians? Do they treat others the way a Christian's supposed to treat them? The answer is no. And so anyway, where is so this is where Elijah decides to judge other religions. And your boss is a Mormon, by the way. Mormons are not Christians. Very nice people. Love them. Much of my family are Latter-day Saints, but they are going to hell. You're not God. Who are you to tell who's going? And I never liked that. Even when I was a Christian, I never liked people trying to send you to damnation because you did something or you're something that nobody else is like. I'm sorry, the last time I checked, Jesus was talking to a prostitute named Jezebel, okay? He did forget, if I'm not mistaken. Now, like I said, I'm a heathen. It's been a long time since I have been familiar with the Bible stories. But I do also believe when a woman was caught committing adultery and they took the woman, put her in the circle, and they said, they picked up the stone, and then they asked Jesus for advice. And Jesus said, he who is without sin, cast the first stone. Nobody is in their right to sit up here and judge others. And I'm sorry, but aren't the priests and the preachers supposed to go where the sinners are and help save their soul? I mean, that's what I thought. I mean, you ain't gonna go to the old folks home where they really can't wait to daggone get their soul saved. That's what I thought. So he said this, and I thought this was like, oh, what is he on? So here it goes. But they're going to hell, not followers of truth. Makes me sad, but can't deny the gospel. I struggle in many ways so can't condemn. But you just condemned them. You just said they're going to hell. But can't pretend their faith isn't already condemned. So of course, Glenn Beck going to bite back. And let me tell you something, and I'm speaking from personal experience, and maybe this is why it's hard for me to come back to religion. Every loved one in my life that went mentally insane went extra Christian. You know what I mean? Doing this stuff like this. Talking in tongues, praying, anointing their own head as well as yours, saging all the furniture, going in the corners and speaking hymns and just going up to anybody and everybody and with the Bible and trying to what they call fellowship. They all end up in the freaking mental hospital. Every last one of them. I don't understand it. So I got PTSD from that. So when I see Elijah doing this, and then when I saw him, so here's where I saw the hypocrisy. Hold on, let me. I got so much in my head. Y'all remind me to bring up my favorite future sex toy, Nick Rekieta, to go along with this statement here. So then he goes, this is what Glenn Beck says. God, it's so good. Elijah, thank goodness you know the truth. The truth is in capital letters. Assuming I'm one of the many nice people who the Lord has made clear to you is condemned, I just need to know if you still want a guy who is going to hell as a mentor. Now, ain't that something? Isn't that something? Now, getting to Nick Rekieta, my future sex toy, he just don't know it yet. Elijah talking all this Christian stuff. I got a super chat. He talking all this Christian stuff, and then, boy, that TT boy, thank you for the $5 Buddha TT boy. No message, just give me the money. Love it. Elijah goes on the Nick Rekieta show, drunk as a skunk. Excuse me. Now you all are probably like, well, it's okay, Tree. Drinking wine is permissible in the that ain't the problem I had with him. What I had a problem with him is that he was drunk and vulgar, talking about how much he's having gay sex with Ethan Ralph. Press 1 if you saw that daggone live stream. Nick Rekieta looked like he was held hostage. I mean, that. And I think Nick got rid of that video because it showed Elijah in such a terrible state. Elijah was standing up, showing marks on his body and sitting down, and just looks like he was just so unhinged. He wouldn't shut up. He wouldn't shut up. And I was sitting here going, Mr. Christian, huh? Yeah, okay. Who are you people saw that video? Okay, I want to say none of y'all saw that live stream. Okay, who are you people saw it? No. Let me see. Who are you people? When was that? Was that around about? This was around about April or May. What are you talking about? No, excuse me. It was around about May. It wasn't very old. It happened around about the same time he did this. This was the same month. Same month he did this. That's unless y'all want to say what, May, June, July, August, September. Y'all want to say over 3.5 months is old. Okay, I guess it's relative, I would guess, but no. If you don't believe me, talk to somebody who religiously watch every Nick Rekieta stream. I don't, because he streams late at night. And I'm late at night looking for some material for my own show. But I'm happen to just click through and I'm seeing drunk as hell. When I say drunk, I mean sloppy drunk. Just sitting there. I have seen other awkward moments on Nick's show, but not that one yet. That was one. That was. Find somebody who is religiously watching Nick Rekieta show. The reason I know is because, hold on a second. Let me see if we can find it. Actually, hopefully, let's see if we can find a clip of it on Twitter. Now, let me tell you something about Twitter. One thing Twitter does is that it's really hard to look up words if you don't use the terms correctly. So let's see if we can find. Let's see if somebody made a clip of it. Okay, so we're gonna say Elijah Schaefer, sex with Ethan Ralph. That's what he said. He said he had sex with shit. Okay, let's just take out. Ooh, I got a super chat. Let's just take out sex with. Oh yeah, I'm sorry. He didn't say he had sex with him. He said that he said that Ralph raped him. Hold on a second. Remind everyone that Elijah personally smeared me with fake rape accusations that he sat there and cackled with sinister Nick Rekieta from the man himself. From the man himself. Oh, now, who are you people got it? Who are you people got it? Thank you. Who are you people? My girl, who are you people got the daggone receipts? Right here. Okay, this happened a month before. This happened in April. So here we go.
And like I should say this, I want to say this openly. Ethan Ralph is gay. He's a homosexual. Him and I have had sex. Ethan Ralph and I have had sex multiple times. And Nick knows this. If it's 5'4", it's not actually gay for me.
Look, I hooked you guys up. I mean, I was your dating coach.
And you know that under 5'4" is not actually gay. It's just gay. You should practice for women. So if you're under 5'4", not a real man, so you're actually more feminine than most men out there. So you're under 5'4", you're a 5'1" woman, and there you go. So I'd like to say this. Ethan Ralph, you're right. You and are both gay. We've had sex together. I've had sex with you. You're the bottom, I'm the top, and I'm not ashamed of it. So you're kind of, I know people that you're gay. Well, Ethan, we've had sex together. So thank you. I'm glad to know that finally the internet knows you and I have been gay for several years. And Nick called it out. So he called me on his show, and he said, on my show, someone's like, why don't you call it when Nick said you're in a gay phase? Well, it's not a gay phase. It's active. It's not a phase. Me and Ethan Ralph are having sex on a regular basis, and I'm happy to say that. So submit that here. Ethan Ralph is a bottom. He likes me as a top, which is sad. I'm usually bottom to most other people. And the fact is that, what does it say to him? Hey, I'm here. What's up, dog?
Oh, is he?
He's actually homosexual. I have firsthand.
I want you to know this went on for 3 hours. Whoever cut this is just cutting off some of the highlights. This went on. Okay, I could be being hyperbolic here. It went on for over 2 hours. Who are you people? Am I lying? Hold on. Let me talk to my girl. Who are you people? You saw it. She gave me the line. Was this close to 3 hours? But it was definitely over 2 hours. He kept going over and over and over and over and over and over about how he's gay. He got gay sex. I sat there and I was just, it's like watching a train wreck in slow motion. You're not going to leave because you want to see the impact.
He's kissed men. He actually ate my ass out. Ethan
Wow.
Ralph and I hooked up before.
So he ate your ass.
Well, it wasn't gay for me because Ethan Ralph, you know this. So it's not.
Yeah, well, you were just being a bro. You're like, he's hungry. You're like,
Nick.
I got an all-you-can-eat buffet, and so then you pull your legs back, and then he's just going to chow town.
Nick, stop pretending you haven't seen the video yet.
Well, it wasn't gay because I didn't take a picture of it.
Joe, this is still television. We have to dramatize.
Okay,
Right.
see? There you go. Who are you people just for over 2 hours of this? Over 2 hours.
Don't know what's
Pull my
going on.
legs
Oh,
back
okay.
on my head, and it wasn't gay because, as you've said, Nick, you have to take a picture of it for it to be gay. So I didn't.
Right.
So Ethan Ralph ate my ass out, and I'll say this: it was interesting because I had a medical appointment the next day. He had so much butter in his veins, it raised my blood pressure to 27 points. Just him licking my fucking sphincter. He literally injected so much butter into my ass that it
gets worse. I don't want to hear this again. I suffered through this once. I don't want to go through this again. Ladies and gentlemen, I may have a bad memory with names, but I don't have a bad memory with situations, with articles, and with events. And when I tell you that person did this, put your money on me. I can prove it. I can't prove it right then and there. If it wasn't for my girl, who are you people? Y'all wouldn't even see what I was talking about. And it was so uncomfortable. You know, Nick couldn't even say, "Hey, dude, can you stop so he can read the super chats?" And I guess eventually the drunkenness started to take over Elijah. Excuse me, to the point where he was about to fall out, and so that's when Elijah left. That's when he left. But it gets worse. This part I played you is not. It's just the tip. It's just the tip. So yeah, how is this Christian? So you guys, so when you see somebody talking about some praise Jesus, oh the Lord, and then you see them come on somebody's show and then talk in a vulgar way like that, do you not remind them they're a Christian? Do you forget that they are saved, sanctified, and highly favored? What happened to that? You guys do not call people out on their bullshit. That pisses me off to no end. And I'm the bad guy because I'm like, you a fucking poser. You a fucking grifter. You ain't no Christian. You ain't no right winger. You ain't no MAGA. You ain't shit. Now, when I actually point some, y'all get mad because I believe that a lot of people get mad at me because I got the fucking gold ass to say you ain't shit and you are such a fucking coward. You're so scared by your own shadow, you don't even have the fucking guts, the backbone to do what I just did. So you're mad that I did it because you can't do it. That's what that is. That's what that is. That's what that is. I don't say this, and it's so frustrating to be a right winger that I'm never gonna be no goddamn liberal. I'm done. Been there, done that when I was young. I'm not coming back to that side ever. And I don't know how to grift. I really wish I could, because I could grift on the Christian thing real easy, being an agnostic, going from atheist to agnostic, and then go, oh my God, I saw, Jesus came to me. I wish I could, but I'm bad at lying. I suck at it. I suck at lying. I really do. I don't know how to do the goddamn grift. Anyway. So Elijah's starting to do crazy shit now. Then he got a new co-host. Him and Sydney parted ways, and he tried to like a typical gay man, he tried to start some stuff with Sydney. When Sydney announced that she's no longer part of the show, and then Elijah was like, first time I heard about this, and Sydney had to check his ass like, excuse me, Elijah, this has been in the works for over a month. Are you serious? Don't act new. But see, that's a gay men act like women. That's some tit for tat pity shit that women do. That's just what women do. Women do that fucking bullshit of, I didn't hear about us not being partners no more. Good thing I heard about it on Twitter. Go look that up. That's exactly what had happened. That's exactly what I said it happened. Anywho, so as you can see, a lot. I don't know what none of this means. Should I go ahead and predict that Elijah's about to have a nervous breakdown? If he haven't had one already. What's the Tom for? What's the Tom thing for? Anybody know what that is? I'm not even trying to understand what this is all about right here. But as you can see, he took all of his accolades out. It's from Larry Elder's Uncle Tom movie. No, why would Elijah call himself a Tom? That makes no sense. No, I mean, I'm not judging you. I'm just saying that makes no sense. A white person can't be an Uncle Tom. An Asian person can't be an Uncle Tom. It's the highlighted text is from the Time magazine article about the fortification of the 2020. Oh, okay. Thank you, boss. Oh, okay. I understand that. I'm just saying that's what it looks like. Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, this is once again we're going into mental derangement here of a man who's just losing it. The full photo is from his profile picture. The full photo of his profile pic is on the top right. Where? Oh, thank you. Who are you people? So he repositioned his head and why would he do that then? Why would he do this? Nah, I know he going crazy. So you mean to tell me you pre-position yourself to stay by Tom and then you take a profile picture with half your face and then have Tom there? What type of subliminal message does he think he's going to... Big old fail. Well, what... What type of subliminal message you think you going to put across? You think people going to call you... Child. See what I mean? I'm calling it right now. Elijah Schaefer is about to have a mental breakdown. If he hasn't had one already. Can I say this? Hold on a second. And I make a promise to the Christians, and I'm going to say this to your face. If I do, that's a big if, okay? because it's going to be hard for me to embrace a religion where I have to turn the other cheek. Oh, no, 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 no. I destroy my enemies. I'm not doing this passive thing where I'm going to get on my knees while my enemies are invading my home. No, honey. I lock and load. Okay? But just so you guys know, just so you all know, if, and that's a big if I do see the light, or I do decide to re-embrace Christianity, I'm not going to really announce it to you guys, actually. You know why? Because I know that I would be challenged by other atheists from the left and accused of being grifting and this and the other. You will see it in my demeanor. Now, by the way, some of y'all are noticing one thing I have been changing, but it's not because of Christianity, it's because of YouTube. But I must admit, I do like the fact that I'm not using as much profanity like I used to. I looked at some of my old videos versus my videos now. Holy smokes, I think I've cursed 4 times in a minute. 1 minute using 4 or 5 profane words in a minute. Now I don't do it as much. Now I probably use 1 profane word every 30 minutes. So I'm improving, but I'm improving myself to be Christ-like, to walk in the path of Christianity, you know what I'm saying? Just to be like that. That's how you're supposed to be. But I'm not going to brag to you guys. It's just that it's a self-improvement with myself. It's none of your business. And if I decide to change, you will know, because you know what you'll see around my neck? A crucifix. I don't wear any jewelry around my neck. Have you noticed that? Then you'll look on every video on my channel, this channel, my Tree of Logic channel, my Just Tree 411 channel, any of my channel, there's no thing around my neck, because when I took the crucifix off, I had made a promise to myself. I said, well, first I was going to put, a wedding ring around there. Of course, that wasn't going to work out, right? But then I said, you know what? I said, if somebody see a crucifix around my neck, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not going to announce it, and you may never see it. I'm just saying you'll never see it. But I don't think it's something you should basically, if you have left a religion, I don't think you should basically brag about it or even announce it until you have been in it for at least, ready for this, 2 years. 2 years. You have to have been strong in the faith, living as much by the guidance illustrated by Jesus within the Bible as much as you can for 2 years. Yes, nobody is perfect, but you can't be coming up here judging other people, telling other people they're going to hell, saying who's going to do this, and then get on a podcast talking about some eating ass and you do. I mean, believe it or not, homosexuality is still a sin in the Bible. And I've never denied that. And if you're sitting here bragging about having anal sex and how you basically get your solid tossed, how is that Christ-like? How is that Christian-like? I don't understand the hypocrisy here. But if I do, don't put your hopes up for it. You will see by my actions, not by my words. And I wish everybody else would live according to those principles. Because this is the thing that makes me so angry, is that you take people's word instead of looking at their actions. You know what I'm saying? You take it. Yeah, I calm down on the cursing because I want to expand my platform. I want to expand my platform. It's the cursing is the best thing about the terms of service with not terms of service. The guidelines to monetizing your videos is little cursing as much as possible. And I kind of like that I have toned that down, because now my videos are getting shared more because I'm not doing that much cursing. You know what I'm saying? So there's that. Anyway. So here we go with what Elijah responds. He says, guys, it's true. It's been a long time coming. I am no longer an employee with the Blaze. While I am grateful for my experience with them over the years, it is time for me to go back to being independent. I am unable to go into details, but I assure you my commitment to that cause is unwavering, and I will not stop fighting for you. I don't remember hiring him as no soldier. I am thankful for everyone, especially the SOBs. What's SOB mean? What? Help me. Oh, somebody made a donation too. Sorry. Hold on a second. Somebody made a... Did I get your super chat? Did I get your... William Livingston. William, I'm so sorry, baby. William gave me a big old hippopotamus, cute little blue hippopotamus in a chair spinning around going, wee. William Livingston, thank you so much for the $10 super chat. Thank you. Sons of bitches. Is he saying sons of bitches for real? Even the Bible supports what you were saying about actions over words. I was hoping it would, because I'm thinking like, why is everybody going about what people say? Oh, even my chat saying sons of bitches. Okay. I guess it is then. Okay. Especially the sons of bitches who have supported me along the way, and I can't wait to show you what's next. Nigga, please. Are you serious? It's gone! My tree soda gone. Oh my goodness. You can get the water. I don't want no water. I want my tree juice. Okay. So I believe, so let's talk just really quickly and we're going to get off of Elijah. I believe that Elijah, I think that Glenn Beck saw, and I'm not a fan of Glenn Beck too. Let me tell you something. Oh my God. I'm not a fan of Glenn Beck either. Y'all want to know why? Y'all should know why I'm not a fan of Glenn Beck. Because, let me tell y'all something. I am pretty angry how these Johnny-come-latelys come into the MAGA movement when it's safe. But I and a small group of others were on the MAGA train in 2016. Before it was safe, before it was edgy, before it was in style. I had the MAGA hat. We were wearing the MAGA hat, you know, before Trump won the 2016 elections. It wasn't in style then. And once he won, oh, here come the grifters, baby. Here come the grifters. Ooh, ooh. Oh my God. And I'm like, where are these? Where did y'all come from? Did y'all vote for Trump? I don't remember y'all standing in that long line 2016 voting for Trump. I don't remember y'all. And this is what makes me mad about these self-hating whites catering to the black community. Baby, that's one message I have never strayed from since the beginning. I got the receipts on my original Tree of Logic Go channel. Go watch it. Go watch them. I said, leave black people alone. But we need their votes. We didn't need their votes to get Trump in power in 2016. It was white people who got him elected, not no Negroes. So thirsty. That just makes me so angry. It makes me so angry how thirsty you are for niggas, man. No. We have to thank white men and white women's. Because remember, when Trump won, what did Twitter do? Twitter lost their shit, talking about over 51% of white women voted for Trump. You goddamn right. We wasn't going to depend on the goddamn black vote, but here we go. Blacks for Trump. I love my black nigga, my black African Americans. Leave these niggas alone. Fuck them. If they ain't already on this side, fuck them. So we were the original MAGAs. We were the original team of Trump. And then all of a sudden the Grifters start coming up in there. And I've been just like shaking my head like, anyway. So I need you to understand this, and that's another thing that makes me angry. It's the thirstiness of a lot of conservatives on this side. Because then we have ridiculousness like women for Trump, Latinos for Trump, gays for Trump, and I do believe. Am I lying? Was there not a trans for Trump movement?
Didn't Glenn Beck rub Cheetos on his face to mock Trump?
Oh, thank you for reminding me, Meowser. Damn, Meowser, thank you so much. That was the point I wanted to make. Thank you so much. Let me get back on Glenn Beck. So, I didn't like Glenn Beck because throughout, thank you, Meowser. That's the point I was trying to make, and I got on a tangent, and I forgot what I was why I talked about Glenn Beck. Thank you so much. Throughout Trump's entire presidential campaign, Glenn Beck talked mega shit about Trump. So did fucking Ben Shapiro, all right, with his Jaime ass. But the thing about it is, Glenn Beck went over and beyond the call of duty of just trying to humiliate Trump. And then this fool go and crunch some Cheetos, put on some gargles with him and his other friends, and they begin to put that right there was like, I'm so done with you. I'm so done with you, Glenn Beck. I'm so done. Now I know what you Christians are going to say. Where there's a time to forgive. Well, here's my question. This is a sincere question. This is not a rhetorical question. What has Glenn Beck done to earn my forgiveness for what he did throughout Trump's entire presidency? Any answers? Any answers? You can forgive. It doesn't mean you forget. It's not. You have a point, but I don't even think it's about forgiveness. It's about why should I accept him? I mean, okay, I guess you get right. Like, what should I forgive? No, I mean, I can forgive, but it's like, here's the deal. I can forgive you, but I ain't gonna fuck with you. Is that better? Let me rephrase what I'm saying. That's a good point, Andra. I can forgive you, but I won't fuck with you. You know what I mean? So why should I deal with Glenn Beck? Why should I even fuck with him? Like why? I told you guys when he fired Gavin McInnes, I had to just be quiet and just and concentrate. When he fired my boy Gavin, right? And I made a video, it went viral. listen, when I do some good scripted videos, they will go viral and they will cause problems. As a matter of fact, that's the reason why everybody realized that goddamn Sean King ain't nothing but a damn man white boy pretending to be black. Because my video to this day is the only video that broke it all down, that told you all the fucking scams he created, that showed you the records, okay? Medical, yes, HIPAA violations did occur, but I told the motherfucker, sue me. I said, yeah, I violated your HIPAA rights. Sue me. I dare you to sue me. He ain't do shit. Arrest records were revealed. And that motherfucker was given thousands of dollars if he was to take a DNA test with his biological white father who's in jail. Wouldn't do it. Everybody know about that because of me. My video breaking down Sean King. That video is actually blocked because remember, Sean King and what's the CEO of Twitter? Not the Indian. What? Jack? Is it Jack? Y'all know I'm bad with names. Dorsey. Thank you, Ginger. Jack Dorsey and Sean King are like this. Okay? Jack Dorsey and the other black skinny Black Lives Matter idiot that always wear that blue vest, you know what I'm saying, with them big old inner tube lips. Him and that motherfucker are like this too. So my video is blacklisted on Twitter. Okay? It's blacklisted on Twitter. Now you know I'm a bad bitch when they fucking blacklist my fucking video, because that is the best video. So many, man, I have politicians see that shit. I've had celebrities see that shit. I have had let me see, what was his name? Trayvon Martin's mama done seen my video. Breonna Taylor's mama done seen my fucking video. They all seen my goddamn video. I'm a bad bitch when I want to. Now you understand why they came after me early. And it worked. It worked. They broke me. They broke me. But what Glenn Beck did was just, you know, Ben Shapiro just was like talking why. Who was Ben Shapiro for? Ted Cruz? I forget who was Ben Shapiro. I think Ben Shapiro was for Ted Cruz. But Glenn Beck was just vicious with the way he came after Trump. And my BLM exposed video. I was the first one to go to their website and say, excuse me, I was the first video, first YouTuber to go to their website and say, let's go to their website because I don't think y'all really see what these people are all about. I was the first to expose that they were Marxists and they wanted to get rid of the black man out of the family. Unblocked Two Tree because I was telling Obama, Oprah, Maxine Waters off. No. I'm not blocked. My video, what was that video called? Hold on, let me see if I can find this video. Let me see. No. I'm not blocked. My video is blocked. Hold on a second. I think the video is called The Truth About Talcum. Look, it's, oh my God, it's even shadow banned on YouTube. It's even shadow banned by YouTube. This right here. This video. Hold on a second. Let me come over here. Are we seen? Yeah, we're seen. This video right here. This video right here. Sean King, The Truth About Talcum X. This video is shadow banned on YouTube. In order for you to find this video, you actually have to type Sean King, The Truth About Talcum X. You have to type those exact words. This video that you see right before you is shadow banned, not banned, shadow banned on Twitter. Meaning if you put a link out, it will not show to people on your Twitter feed. Okay? That's what I'm talking about. So I did this very thorough. It's one of my proud work. I'm very proud of this video. But anyway, getting back to so I'm like, when Glenn Beck, I think 2 years later after Trump, during Trump's presidency, Glenn Beck decided to be pro-Trump. Which is suspect to me, because I'm like, why are you pro-Trump now? Because he was losing money. And he was taking over CCTV. They were merging together with him and the other guy, who I forget at the moment, who owned CCTV. And it was about money. That's the only reason why Glenn Beck did that merger. And they came up with Blaze TV. And then they fired Michelle Malkin, and then they got rid of Gavin McInnes. And then Gavin created his own platform. Okay? All right. So there's that. So I hate that our side is easy to be grifted. So you had so then what happened after that? You had the walk away movement. We see how that turned out. I didn't embrace nobody from the walk away movement, including Carolyn Barrow Stinko. I was like, that bitch is still a liberal. I was proven right. She is, and she was, okay? Telling everybody that there's no, what did she say? CRT is not anti-white. And this bitch is a white woman. Mark Levin, that's his name, Cornelius Brunes. Him, Glenn Beck and Mark Levin got together, and they joined their two companies together. And you're right, Mark Levin. But I don't fuck with Mark Levin like that. You know what I'm saying? It's very few people you see me fuck with, you know what I'm saying, on the internet. Like, you can tell who I like by who I am excited to talk about. I don't think I have ever showcased anything by Mark Levin. I clown Ben Shapiro. I don't never talk anything about Glenn Beck. I mean, he ain't even on my radar. So, you know, I'm like, okay. So that's that. Also, okay, so let me see. I got that out of the way, There was something. Okay. So one of my problems is that, you know, we don't gatekeep enough. We sit up here and we allow people. Okay, so the Carolyn Barrow Stinko, and everybody was like kissing her big no neck fucking ass, you know, because she exposed CRT. But then come to find out that this is a self-hating white woman who wants to advocate the destruction of the white race by sitting here denying that there's any anti-racism, and that she this white supremacy boogeyman that the left has been perpetuating, and she decides to promote the boogeyman known as white supremacy. And I was like, and what happened with me? I was like, told you so. Hold on, where my told y'all niggas?
Told y'all niggas. I told y'all niggas.
Told y'all that bitch was a grifter. And one thing about me is that I like to sit back and wait. I'm very patient. By the way, there's so much fucking drama going on. There's so much drama going on that I can pull my attention away from that bullshit and watch the fucking what do you call that? I guess you could say train wreck or big old dumpster fire at the other way until it's time for myself to say, I told you so. So, Carolyn Bear-Stinkle came out, and then it's several others that came out. But here's the part right here that's making me mad. I made a video on the whole MAGA communism thing. And I want you to understand how easy it is to grift. So, Jackson Hinkle, the commie, and I noticed that the bitch-made guy who came in my comment section and said, Jackson Hinkle is not a commie. When he was on OAN, he admitted that he is a commie. He said, I am a communist. I don't know why people want to fuck with me when I got nothing but receipts. What pissed me off about, and I love OAN. I do. I love OAN. Now, this interview does not make me walk away from OAN, okay? It's different than NTD. NTD broke my heart. NTD became pro-Ukraine. The entire fucking station became pro-Ukraine. So I had to unsub and stop fucking with them. I was like, bye, we done. I'm done with you, NTD. You broke my heart. But this is just one silly interview by, in my opinion, a conservative who didn't push back on this interview. So this was an interview, and I'm not going to play it. I should, but I don't want to, because when I watched the video, how should I explain this? Oh, here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, this is how this interview is. When somebody is deceptive, they will give you what I call a political answer. Okay. So let's talk about, I'm going to give you what I call the Tim Pool treatment when it comes to a position. I'm going to speak on both positions, and you're not going to, now you know me, you know my real position. So you know what position I really feel. But let me give you an example of how people who know how to play politics give you the milquetoast answer. So everybody knows I'm for abortion because I do not want my enemy to increase in population. Over 88 women, only 88% of the women who have babies are registered Democrats, left-leaning, and progressives. Okay? Less than 5% are registered conservatives. And that makes sense because we ain't the ones going out there getting buck wild, having all kind of unprotected sex, getting pregnant, and then going, oops, got to go to Planned Parenthood. So I want the blue-haired woman to kill her baby. I want the motherfucker who got him, her, and or they, them in their pronouns. I want them to go get a fucking abortion. I want them to do that. And you know who else I want to get an abortion? Fucking Shakira. Okay, Watermelina. I want her to fucking get an abortion too, because that's less fucking carjackers. That's less fucking goddamn home invaders in the fucking world. So let it be known where my position is, so we understand where I am on abortion. I'm not stupid talking about something. Yes, we need the black community to go from 12.2% to 20%. Ban abortions. Yeah, you fucking idiots. If black people are fucking your ass up at 12.2% of the population, what the fuck you think they're going to do at 20% of the population? Goddamn bell curve is a goddamn lie. I swear to God it's a lie. Whoosh. So anyway, so you know how I feel about abortions. Gonna be no against no goddamn abortions. So you know my position. So let's say, for instance, I come on Fox News. And Fox News asks me about my position on abortion. Now watch how I give a political take without revealing my true beliefs about abortion. So let's say, for instance, somebody's asking me, oh, a tree, what do you think about abortions? Do you think that's just bad that we are killing babies? And I'm like, you know what? I understand the arguments on both sides, but, life does start at conception. And I know people don't believe that. A lot of the liberals want to sit up here and say, no, it's just a clump of cells. It doesn't form into a human life. Well, you don't understand. God put a spirit into that child, even though if it's a clump of cells. Even you can't sit up here and say that life was a mistake by God. And we must follow the commands that God has put, because our country was built that on Christian. I know this is going to really trigger the libs, but this country was founded on Christian values. And I am for Christian values.
Boom, headshot.
Did I tell y'all my true beliefs? Did I tell you my true beliefs? No, I just fed you a bunch of bullshit that you always hear. I just gave you your own fucking talking points back to you. That's what I just did. I'm still for abortion, but after listening to that, even though I said I'm not against abortions, even though I didn't say I was for or against, I just gave you a bunch of gobbledygook shit that you already stand by. And that's what people do to you every fucking time they want to grift on over here. Every fucking time they do the same goddamn thing. And I saw Jackson Hinkle do that shit for the second time on a conservative TV station, but most people are too low IQ to see what he's doing. This man, the interviewer, said, but fuck it, let's watch. No, I don't want to watch it. I don't want because I don't trust the mentality. And I know this sounds insulting, but I just don't, because for anybody to embrace communism, you have to be batshit crazy. And the fact is, I'm reading Twitter and I'm seeing motherfuckers with American flags and protect the Constitution say that, well, what's really wrong with communism? Bitch, the fact that we have a bunch of cucarachas invading our border is example number one. What's wrong with communism? If communism was so great, we would not have an influx of motherfuckers coming from Cuba, Haiti, Nicaragua. I don't think that's the case. Guatemala, Venezuela. If communism was so great, why the fuck are they coming to a capitalist country? Now, we're not completely capitalist, but we ain't fucking communists either. So, I mean, he just straight up lies. He's like, and the thing about it, he's like, yeah, I am a communist. But, and then he begins to say this, and I'm not paraphrasing either. He says, we are not for open borders. We are against the WEF. We hate globalism. We are not for giving billions of dollars to Ukraine. What about the black community? You gotta mention the niggas, okay? And every time you fucking plead in your case, you gotta mention the downtrodden Negroes, okay? What about the black people in Flint, Michigan, and Jackson, Mississippi, who ain't got no clean water? We want them to have clean water, and we want people to get jobs. And not once did he talk about his financial ideology. Not once. And I'm seeing, you know what I'm seeing Republicans and conservatives do? Oh, is this a new type of communism? And I said, I'm surrounded by idiots. Like, no pushback, no asking of, well, ask you something. What is your problem against capitalism? Because if you really want to get a commie to show his true colors, get him to try to denounce capitalism and the mask come off. The mask will be coming right off. But because he's sucking fucking people on these shows, don't do no pushback. They don't ask questions like, well, are you for or against capitalism? And if he says, now, I can tell you what he's going to say. He's going to say, oh, I'm against capitalism. And he's going to say why. And then he's going to go on and on like, well, Lula. And guess what? He'll say this shit and fucking Republicans, hashtag not all, will eat that shit up. Well, the new form of capitalism here, I mean, the capitalism that I know here is not for what people think it is. See, here it is. I want us to have jobs and want to be paid our value worth. And I hate the fact that they are attacking the Second Amendment and especially the First Amendment. Like, we've been censored. We're being deplatformed. They're basically removing us under capitalism because these are monopoly type of companies that are using capitalism to censor us. We are not able to do what we can, but under this new communism, we're allowed to have free speech. That's bullshit. And then stupid ass Republicans like, oh, a new communism for free speech. No such thing. There's not one communist country in this world that promotes free speech. As a matter of fact, they kill your ass if you say something they don't like. Are you fucking serious? Try to burn a fucking flag in a communist country and see how soon you'll disappear. What the fuck wrong with these people? Y'all forgetting history? Just like Ukraine is losing their shit right now because they temporarily forgot history. Russia is partially mobilizing because you know what's happening over there right now? It's getting cold. And I've talked about this before. I'm going to talk about it again. It's getting a little cold over there. We're about to, you know how we say you know how Alex Jones says 1776 will commence again? Baby, Russia's like 1941 shall commence again. We fucked you Nazis up before, we'll do it again. And we work best in the cold. We fight at our best in the cold. Y'all don't fuck with the Ruskies in the cold. And now everybody's freaking out. NATO's freaking out. The EU freaking out. Canada's freaking out. And Poopy Pants Biden is freaking out. Because now Putin done had enough. And he's about to hand them their ass back. On a trash can lid. And I'm just so tired of the thirst on our side. And I'm not popular because I say this, you know what I'm saying? I swear to God, and I keep saying this over and over again, and I mean it with all my heart and soul. I really wish I could grift. I really wish I could say the things that give me claps, that give me a bunch of super chats saying, yes, that's right. That's right. The Democrats are the real racists. They the ones that established the KKK, and they're the ones that support segregation. I mean, I know the same old fucking talking points. But when I say that person's grifting, that's bullshit what they're saying. I'm not wrong. No, there's nothing wrong with being capitalist. And when I was reading Twitter, I was like, here these people are basically ashamed of saying that they're capitalists. Just like white people are ashamed of saying it's okay to be white. I'm proud to be white. I have said this before. When did we do that? When we did that video where we was looking at all these black or women of color who got white men, including Miss Don Lemonhead, got himself, excuse me, I'm using the wrong pronouns, got herself a white man husband. Okay? And I said to myself, it's strange how they're saying that the white man is the devil or the white man is evil or the white man is the problem to America, but you constantly got white dick in your bed. And I said, white men, stop listening to these people. You are sought after, you are loved, you are pursued, and you are desired. You should fucking wake up and remember I did this joke? Remember I did this joke and I woke up and I said, white men should wake up and look at their eggplant and say, hey, buddy. Remember I did that joke? I said, white men should wake up and be like, hey, buddy, how you doing there, man? Who are we going to feed you today, huh? Who are we going to feed to you? That boy, yeah, boy, who are we going to feed you today? Like, I don't understand this. They're just trying to make you feel ashamed, and it works to a certain extent. It does. Because you guys are letting... You guys let them shame you, and I'm like, but all these racist ass Democrats got white men. They got white men. They got white men. So what the fuck are you talking about? Oh God, it hurts my heart. It really does. It hurts my heart. But so that's the thing. It's like, never be ashamed of being a capitalist. I could defend capitalism all day long, every day. You'll never get me to be ashamed of being a capitalist. I don't give a fuck about these people. I told you, there's two type of people who are commies. Only two type of people. One is a group of people who grew up privileged. That goes across the board of every religion. Of every race. Black, white, Asian, Latino, Hispanics. These are people who grew up with a mom and dad in their home. They grew up in an upper middle class or upper class environment. They went to a nice school. They lived in a nice neighborhood. They got a car for their 16-year-old birthday. They never had to get a job because, trust fund and all that other shit. They actually have a good education. They don't know how it is to have to watch your back and keep your head on the swivel because you don't want to get robbed or jacked. They don't know that life. They don't know how it is to go hungry. They don't know how it is to not have the stylish clothes. They don't know how it is to not afford the nice things without stealing. They don't know that life. They know about privilege. They have never suffered or had to sacrifice. That's the biggest thing. They never had to sacrifice shit. And then the second type of person is a person that could have actually grew up poor, could have grew up struggling and surviving, but they lazy and therefore they want everybody else to give them the same amount of money for the less amount of work because they just showed up. They lazy motherfuckers who want to get paid for nothing. These are the people who want to cheat off your paper and get the same grade. And then when they graduate, they can't even read past a third grade educational level. These are motherfuckers who want to get paid $25 to flip fucking burgers. They want to get paid $25 to mop a floor. Something that's a low tier job. They want to get paid high amount of money for that. No. They want communism because guess what? With communism, in a hospital, the doctor, the nurse, and the motherfucker who's mopping up the vomit off the floor are all paid the same salary. Who wants to live in a world like that? That's communism, baby. Who do y'all think, just as a real quick question, then we're going to go to my Telegram because we're going to talk about what's going on over there. We're going to talk about what's going on over there in Ukraine with Russia. Who here which doctors do you think make the most money? The doctors in America or the doctors in Germany? Which doctors do you think make way more money? Put France in there if you want to. Which one do you think make the most money? You can even put the UK. absolutely the United States doctors. And I ain't hating. I'm okay with the American doctors making the most money. Because guess what? United States plumbers make more money. United States electricians makes more money. See, when you have a personalized skill, you deserve the money that you get. Nothing wrong with that. Why? Seriously, who has a problem with that? Who has a problem with a person going to school or going to a trade school, learning a specific skill set, and then naming their price of how much they deserve they are owed, or that how much you're going to pay them? I'm like, how is that a bad thing? Make that make sense. Seriously. That's what I love about capitalism, baby. I love this. And if you're black, you really should love capitalism. Because let me tell you something. There's no race more honoring or who loves capitalism more than black people. Then you go to the Latino Hispanics, because they have to, get rid of that communist mindset from their fucking shithole country that they escaped from, right? Excuse me, but no, I deserve a price. If I go and I learn a specific skill, I should get paid a certain price. All right? And these commies don't want that. They want everybody. They don't want you to own any property either. That's another thing too. Hold on, because I guess people don't understand what communism is all about. These commies don't want you to own your own. They don't want you to own property. And if you do own property, they don't want you to have tenants that have to pay rent. They don't want that. They're saying you have no right. You have no right to rent your home, to rent your property. You have no right. That's communism, baby. What about the homeless? You shouldn't. And then what? Listen, I'm a capitalist to my heart. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck when they say, well, what about the people who can't afford it? There's things for them called trailer parks, the sticks, and the ghetto. Nigga. Okay? If you can't afford to rent out one of my places, then you need to go to I'm gonna go to the fucking ghetto. It's cheap as hell down there or over there. You ain't gotta live in my nice areas. You ain't gotta. If I'm renting a nice area, you ain't gotta rent. And who the fuck are you to tell me how much I need to charge for rent? I do that as a vetting procedure. And no, I don't take no Section 8 either, nigga. Boom, headshot. Stay mad. Communism. We get rid of that. And you should shame people who want to embrace communism. You should shame them. I'd be glad when we get a backbone. I really do. Or when most people get a backbone. I got a backbone. Let a fucking commie try to sell me some goddamn his ideology and watch how where is my Telegram? Watch how that ends up. All right. Shit's about to get real in Russia. Did I say Section 8 wrong? Yeah. Hold on. Communism gives you low work ethics and low quality products you buy. Exactly. The property is reserved for the rich in communism. Nelly, stop making so much sense in my damn chat. Anyone of that ideology can fuck right off a cliff. True. The American work ethics has gone to hell, and that's why all these young people are ready to accept that crap. Exactly. And they're all Zoomers. Most of this, well, and young millennials. Young millennials and these fucking Zoomers all love communism. They've been indoctrinated in these fucking schools to, and I'm like, no, dude, no. But then again, look at all the so-called communist Twitch streamers and YouTubers, how they got rich off of capitalism. My favorite one to point out is Hassan Piker, Mr. Now notice, ever since he done became a millionaire, he's not a multi-millionaire, he's just single millionaire. Once he became a millionaire and he started buying a mansion, you know what I'm saying? What? You don't see him using it.
I will become an Indian millionaire in my lifetime. No racist trust fund white liberal is going to stop me. I've grown up around welfare losers. They'll watch me climb money.
Why didn't that show up? Mr. Milky, why didn't that I don't know why your donation didn't show up again. Hold on. I will become an Indian millionaire in my lifetime. That's right. You go, boy. No racist trust fund white liberal is going to stop me. I've grown up around welfare losers. They'll watch me climb money. Let me do a boom headshot. Boom headshot. That's right. Thank you for the $7.79. Prisha loves you. Prisha loves you. So yeah, like capitalism sucks, guys. I mean, communism sucks. And capitalism, I suggest you actually watch some good debates on capitalism versus communism. But make sure you watch it from somebody who knows what the fuck they're talking about. Because it's not hard to debunk that. And like Hassan Piker, you know, saying once he became a millionaire, because before then it was like tax the rich, tax the rich, tax the rich, get rid of private property, you know what I'm saying? Universal basic income. We need health care for all, blah, blah, blah. And once he became a millionaire and he was doing that hammer and sickle, down when he became a millionaire and got his mansion, that hammer and sickle went away because guess what? He got the millionaire status by embracing capitalism. This piece of shit didn't even want to pay his editors. He didn't even want to pay. That's just how fucking cheap he is. He didn't even want to pay his editors. You know what I'm saying? So I will debate this, but you know what? I'm gonna say this. If you are a conservative who's been on this team for a while, I'm not talking about no grifter, and I'm not talking about somebody who decided to come over here in the last 2 years. I'm talking about you were there for at least 4 years. You know what I'm saying? You have been an established, known MAGA supporter, known conservative supporter. If I see you embracing communism, I'm gonna come after your bitch ass. I'm not, these grifters, they're just doing their job, grifting, getting a lot of these dumbass people who only got to their position through capitalism to sit up here and embrace communism. Child, please. Okay. Let's get over to the middle, over there to EU. I really feel sorry for what's happening to the German citizens. Not all, but the Germans I know are not putting up with this. It's getting cold. It's getting nippy right now. People are wearing a jacket with a long sleeve short shirt on right now. It's September. It's Georgia, and I got the AC blasting in my car, And every time I come out of my car, I'm like, woo, child, it's hot as a Dickens out here. They're in trouble. And I don't understand how they are, and they're protesting, which is something you're not going to see on YouTube because YouTube will take the videos down. They don't want you to know that they're protesting in Iran, they're protesting in France, they're protesting in Italy, and they're protesting in Moldova, they're protesting in Germany, in another place they're protesting. Because they understand that a lot of people are going to die if they don't do something about the heating situation. Here it is. It's only September, and you hear people complaining about the rolling blackouts. They wake up to cold water. And the water is not the heat, the electricity is not even given to them until around about noonish. Maggie, thank you so much, Maggie, for the donation. Sometimes, oh God, what is this? Sometimes that's come up consistently as of late. Is the fact that we live in a administration state, committees, boards. This allows these snakes to plead in ignorance, and there's no one to hold them accountable. It's everywhere. Maggie, type in the chat. Man, they put it on an orange font. That is so hard for me to read. That's why I don't understand. I hate it when it's on an orange font. I mean, it was like white letters on an orange font. That hurts my eyes. Type in the chat what you mean. I don't understand. Hold on a second. And somebody, these governors, these governments in the EU or in America? Thank you, Sapphire, for the $5 donation through Streamlabs. Sapphire with the $5. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. So, we have a tater. Oh, the EU government. No. Let me explain to you. These governmental entities allow the people involved to point to everyone else. There is no accountability. Okay, I see what you're saying now. Here's the thing. Here in America, if you want to know one thing I am having a problem with is that the Republican Party is not, for the most part, you only got people like Marjorie Taylor Greene, and Rand Paul. These are the only two people I see. I'm not saying that nobody else is doing it, but these are the only two people I see who is voting against and have a problem with us sending all this money to Ukraine, speaking against us sending all this money to Ukraine. But the other GOP people are not speaking out on it because they're cucks. If you want to know, the left are the bullies and the right is the cucks. Now we are speaking out, and we hate the president we have right now, and we call him out on all his bullshit. In Germany, they are not allowed to speak out for so much because of socialism and communism. They don't have free speech laws over there. So they can they can protest, but if they get online and talk about how fucked up Olaf Scholz is, and actually say stop giving money to Ukraine, then the Polizei, also known as the Stasi, the Gestapo, they'll knock on their door and take them away for questioning, and then maybe charge them. See, I'm gonna tell you something. We have an excellent country. That's why everybody and their mom and daddy trying to come over here. If you want to say who's the best country, it is America, hands down. Even in a fucked up state like this with a fucked up, piss poor president we have, we are the best, because people always want to come over here. Now, the reason why Russia is not in my opinion, in the running, because it's too cold over there. Now, I would say it's a perfect place for white folks, because if you can, I'm sure that your European blood will sustain all that snow and cold. But honey, I would love to live. Well, I'm too Americanized, but I'm just saying, they ain't struggling and surviving over there in Russia. But it's just too cold over there, man. I don't give a fuck. It's too cold. But I can't really blame the people too much. I know in Germany, because remember, I have an arrest warrant against me for basically talking about the refugees raping the women there, okay, for hate speech. I actually, so if they're trying, now of course nothing can be done as long as I don't blame my black ass to our EU area, nothing's gonna happen to me. But if they can sit up here and try to file charges against me for hate speech, these people cannot speak against their government. They don't have it like we do. And so therefore, I can't really blame the people, except for the people who voted for these people in position. So, well, nobody voted for Olaf Scholz. They voted for the Green. Hold on. Olaf Scholz is part of the Green Party, right? I think so. See, I told you I hate Parliament. I hate the way the Parliament. Olaf Scholz Party. Oh no, the Social Democratic Party of Germany, the SPD. So Olaf Scholz is part of the SPD party. So understand this. There's a lot of white guilt in Germany. A lot of white guilt in Germany. They are not allowed to talk about what's going on. Like, we have a tater who I adore very much that is in Germany right now, and I make sure that I don't speak nothing about his country. I make sure we don't talk about nothing political now, because they are heavily monitoring everybody's social media account, or they're going to have somebody knock on their door. So I take that in consideration. Thank you so much. Who was this? Thank you, Maggie. Sorry, I'm ranting. Just think about committees, etc. No, it's okay. It's okay. It's no big deal. It's all right. But I make sure, because living in Germany for 5 years, I understand that I don't want to put him in a situation where he is going to have the Stasi show up at his house, his location, and take him away for basically talking against the government. As a matter of fact, he's part of the AFD. And these people, everybody who supports the AFD is under heavy surveillance from the German government, as well as the German police and law enforcement. So I am very aware of this, and I make sure I don't talk about this. So I don't hold people like him or anyone who knows what's going on in their country responsible. But the majority of Germans are full of white guilt, and they vote for the Parliament party. They vote for a party to lead in parliament that is against their best wishes and that has fucked them over in with the whole thing with Russia. And unfortunately, they're going to suffer the consequences. And my heart goes out to them, because you have to think of, like, these people are going to suffer the consequences for dumbass mistakes made by the other white guilt-ridden Germans. But so are the people in France. Italy just now woke up, and it looks like they're going to have somebody on the right wing. And wait a minute, somebody else just woke up too. Who? Oh, Sweden. That remains to be seen in Sweden. Tree. Do the hotels and businesses in Germany have to adhere to the... Yes, as a matter of fact, they too are without hot water. Did the tourists have to suffer as well? The only people who are not suffering are the politicians and the rich people, people who are at a certain type of people who can afford to fill up their tanks of actual oil and gas and store it away for the winter, for their mansion, for their luxury condo. When Russia invoked the special military operations back in the late February, they started preparing then, because they saw the message on the wall. Understand, the elite will look out for other elites. So I'm sure, press 1 if you know this. You've seen where they have these bunkers that are deep in the underground that are for the rich only. It's got stored food. It's got entertainment. Hold on, let me see if I can find that. And I learned this through Alex Jones. And it's a real deal. Let's see. The bunkers for the rich. The underground. Oh, that's one word. The underground bunkers for the rich. Look at this. And this is by The Guardian. Can you guys see that? Hold on a second. Let me see if I can. Shoot. Let me see if the pictures are worth it. Oh shit, yes they are. Okay, let me move it to another right here, and then let me get rid of this. Okay, and let me enlarge it for a second. So the rich have their own underground bunkers in case of a nuclear fallout, and so they have it where they have a luxury bed, luxury food. They got the entertainment systems. They are sheltered from it. Bezos part of it. So is Elon Musk is part of it. Swimming pools. They're gonna be living a life of luxury while everybody else is getting fried and died and laid to the side by fucking nuclear weapons. Let me see if they actually have. So, yeah, here. This is what I was looking for. This is what I was looking for. I was looking for this. This is what I was looking for. Okay, now I can put myself on the. Yes, amazing doomsday bunkers of the super rich. Look at this. Look at them. Towels and wine. Right here. So let me put myself back on it. Let me put myself. Hold on a second. Put myself back. Well, no. Let's do it like this. Okay. So in the EU, and the UK, they have the elite are not going to suffer from the rollouts. They're not going to suffer from blackouts. They're not going to go cold. They definitely ain't going to go hungry because they're already prepared. They are going to be just fine. They're telling the people who are living in cities that they have to take cold showers or wash up with cold water, that they're going to have to go to a group facility. So this is what they're doing in Germany if they don't make nice with Russia, which I don't see that happening. Excuse me, because Germany, along with France and everybody else, keeps giving weapons to Ukraine, which is they're having a proxy war with Russia. So what Germany currently has now is a huge center that they are telling everybody to come and live in a camp. Goddamn Germans. Old habits die hard, right? So they have a bed and they have showers with open stalls, right? And then this is the place where the centralized heat, but not too hot, is going to be at a livable air. It's going to be a livable situation where it's not too cold, but it's not too hot. It's just right. And then you're going to have lukewarm showers. And this is where if you can't afford, this is for the city areas. So this is where you're going to go and you're going to stay here because you ain't got no job to go to, because unless you're going to do job via the computer, and then they're going to have a room for that if you have to use a computer, and then you're going to be in this camp until the winter season is over with. That's how they're setting it up right now in Germany. I don't know about France, I don't know about Austria, and I damn sure don't know anything about what's going on in Denmark, but I do know in Germany right now they're making these big old this big facility where in the cities like Berlin they already got it. Now you know that's going to be a hot ass mess when you put refugees from Ukraine, refugees from Syria, Pakistan, and Afghanistan, and then you mix them in there with them German women, them German kids, all right, and the Turks. They're all going to be under this one facility to stay warm. Child, please, that was done by design. That was done by design. That was done by design. Where is this camping located? I'll find it. I got it. I put it on my Telegram, and I need to stop doing this. I need to stop putting shit on my Telegram, and when I talk about it, not bookmark that particular one. But hold on a second. Let me see if I can. Hold on. Let me see if I can find it for you. Hold on a second. Let me go search for it. Hold on a second. Okay, here we go. Hold on a second. Okay, hold on. All right. What would that place called? What would that place be called? Because it's in German. Warm. Let me see. Warm facilities for Germans this winter. Let me see if that's going to come up with anything. Oh, here we go. Berlin. Hold on. I think I found one. Berlin. Huge thermals to help. Is this it? Hold on. Let me bring this. Let me show you what I'm looking at. I don't know if this is it or not. Hold on a second. Let me see. Let me show you what I'm looking at. Let me see if this is it. The most colored tower rising from the industrial site near the banks of Berlin's Spree River looks nothing like the sleek flash Germans use for coffee, yet its purpose is similar to provide some warmth throughout the day, especially when it's cold outside. With its height about, I don't give a shit, it's huge thermos that helps us to store the heat when we don't need it. Blah, blah, blah. While district heating systems fueled by coal, gas, and waste have been around for more than blah, blah, blah. By contrast, the new facility unveiled Thursday at the Walden Falls Reuters power station will hold water brought an almost boiling temperature using electricity from oh, this is not it then, huh? Wait a minute, what is this then? Huge thermos to help heat homes this winter. How you gonna hold on. This is what I'm saying. They playing with your intelligence. How you gonna heat water when you guys don't even have that much coal to keep the rest of the homes warm with electricity? And hold on. And they're still gonna look. And they're still, yeah, this is not the facility. This is for hot water. This is for hot water. But hold on. Guys, listen. Germany is still going to close down the last 2 nuclear power plants that they have in December. So I don't understand what they're doing. They're still going to close down those nuclear power plants that is used for electricity. They're going to still close them down. In December, they're like, well, we got to have the green energy. I'm not even doing the accent right. That's not it. This is not it. I'm gonna have to find it. I'll find it, and I'll post it probably tomorrow on the Treehouse News. But the reason why it's going to be hard for me to find it on the search engines is because it's in German. And this is something I found on Telegram. So what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to comb through my Telegram and find it and then post it here. My German grandmother told me before she died the reason the reason why Adolphus came to power was because he took over the educational system to indoctrinate the youth. They became the brown shirts, then Gestapo. Yeah, well, there's no lie in that actually. I wouldn't say that's how he came to power, but that's how he got muscle. I would have to say that's how he got muscle. All right. But I don't know what to say in reference to Germans because they do things against their own existence. Did that make sense? Like and I'm not lying, and I told you guys this before. I sincerely shed a tear or tears. I got really water-eyed when white Germans were saying that your typical Germans will no longer be known as blue-eyed and blonde hair. And the way she said it was like it was a disgusting thing about Germans. I was like, oh my God. Let me see if I can find that video. I probably won't even. Let's see. German TV show. Germans will no longer be blue eyes, blonde hair.
Islam.
Let's see. Okay, here you go. It was it was a Muslim. Ooh, I gotta be careful. I can't show you hold on. I got in trouble. Hold on, I just remembered. I'm not gonna show this video, but I'll give you guys the link. So let me give it to because I got in trouble. I got in trouble on my main channel talking about this. So here's the link to it. I can't talk about it because it was a silence. I cue you. It was one of them type of people who was glorifying it, and then all the white Germans were like, yes, wunderbar, yes, keine mehr blau Augen, yes, wunderbar. Stupid. So depressing. It's so depressing. It really is. It's so depressing. Yeah. Oh, anyway. Anyway. I know unbelievable. Get on tree. I know unbelievable allowing this sec. I know. It's just like you have listen, guys. You have to feel sorry for a dying culture. Like seriously, like you should never look at any culture of any ethnicity and like, yay, they're dying out. Like, no. It's no. I hate what's happening in Europe. I hate what's happening in our country first, but you know, I used to live in Germany, so I got a little spot in my heart for them over there. You know what I'm saying? And if it wasn't so cold, I wouldn't mind giving Russia a try, but goddamn, dude, y'all got me beat. We can't move over there in no damn Russia. Hell no, it's too cold. And that's why so I'm sorry, let's get back to Russia though. Hold on. I'll find it though. It's on my Telegram, but I post so much stuff on my Telegram. Now, where's my Telegram at? Okay, I post so much stuff on my Telegram, and y'all need to come join my Telegram, man. I'm telling y'all. Okay. On September the 23rd, at 1700 hours, the Popular Front plans a rally. Is this what I'm looking at? No, this is what I know. Look at this. Isn't it something? Hold on, I got, because being pro-Russia is looked down upon by the overlords of YouTube. But when I see something like this, I'm looking at all these goddamn countries that are so cowardice that they're using a shithole country like Ukraine to go after mighty Russia. You have to just look at the Slavic people. And I understand this is a Slavic people, some Slavs against other Slavs, but I'm sorry, I admire strong people, I admire powerful people, and when I look at Russia holding their own against all these countries, you know, Ukraine has used up all of their weapons. And now they are ready to use up all the Western and NATO and the UK's weapons. They're ready to use up everybody else's weapons. And people on Telegram are getting excited because China is now saying that they're ready to go ahead and take Taiwan. And I'm sorry, miss me with that. I'm not listening to no more empty threats by China. But people are like, it's for real this time, because now Russia has upgraded their operations to partial mobility. I think that's what it is. And the rules have now changed. And so now you have all of these countries disavowing, because what they're trying to do is have a referendum vote. Okay. The LPR, which is the Lugansk People's Republic, and then the DPR, which is the Donetsk People's Republic. And I do believe the Donbass, they are all getting together to vote on a referendum to see if they want to join Russia. If these countries' population make a vote and say they want to be part of the Russian Federation, then now Russia has expanded to those locations. If I'm saying anything wrong, please correct me, because I'm going off of everything I've been reading and listening to on Telegram with the Russian channels, translating them, also listening to Alex, both of the Alexes from Duran. And so, yes, they are all joining Russia, and they will. Okay, thank you, Craig. So I'm getting fact checked. I just wanted to make sure that that's what's going on. And so, because what's happening and what the westernized countries will not talk about is that the Ukrainians have been killing people in the Donbass and also people in Zaporizhia by shelling them. They've just been bombing them and killing civilians, women and children. You know, that shit that they want to accuse Russia of doing, they've been doing this the whole while. So Russia says that if you guys bomb anything on our territory, you have just escalated, the events or the conflict. Then you have escalated the conflict. But Zelensky is saying it's all fair because the people he's killing, the innocent women and children that he's killing in the Donbass, are not actual Russians, and that the Donbass and the LPR and the DPR are not part of Russia, so it's fair game. Yes, they got ethnic Russians there, but they're not Russians. So now Pootie Case done did a chess move and like, okay, you know what? You're right. They're not part of Russia. Hey, LPR. Hey, DPR. Hey, Donbass. Y'all want to be part of Russia? Yeah. No, that's not what they say. Yeah is German. What do they say? How do you say? Shh. I don't speak a lick of goddamn Russian. I speak German somewhat. Hold on a second. How do you say? How to say yes in Russian? What am I looking at?
Да.
Da. Oh, that's a D? That's what a D looks like? Da. So, okay. So, oh, thank you, Chad. I'm sorry, I wasn't patient enough to listen. I was not patient enough. So, Pootie K said, "Do y'all want to be part of Russia?" And it was like, "Da." And then Germany go, "We will not recognize the referendum in the LPR, the DPR, and we will not. It would be illegal." And then check out what fucking Poopy Pants says. Poopy Pants was speaking at the UN, and this is what Poopy Pants said. You cannot seize a nation's territory by force. Really, nigga?
Told y'all niggas.
Hold on. Where's my really nigga? I haven't used my really nigga morning.
Really, nigga?
There we go. Really nigga. I haven't used that really nigga in a minute. What? What? I was like, what? Listen, imagine. Hold on a second. Hold on. Imagine Americans saying we can't take a country by force. Bitch, how do you think we got America? Oh my God. Oh my God. The hypocrisy. The hypocrisy is what gets me. Like, dude, wait a minute. You can't seize a nation's territory by force? So this is what I'm saying. It's the hypocrisy for me. No, we can do it, but you can't do it. We can do it, but you can't do it. So I've been really updating Oh yeah, Aiden Aslan is still alive. People was thinking that Aiden was dead. No, he's still alive. He got a new YouTube channel. And I think he's on Rumble too. I was actually shocked because there was the word on the street that the DPR had executed Aiden. And actually we was listening about that yesterday. Once again, Scott Ritter passing out fake news. I told you I stopped fucking with Scott Ritter ever since he did that stupid. I'm not gonna go into it. But it's like Scott Ritter once again giving out fake news on who's dead and who's alive. So he gave out. So Scott Ritter said that he has heard that they had already executed Aiden Adlin. And here you got him right here talking about something. Hi, everybody. I'm here. We are going through my appeal. And I said, that nigga alive and... Well, I don't know if he's alive and kid. He lost a lot of weight. So, yeah. So, and I thought this was a beautiful picture right here. With the Russian soldiers going to church, getting prayed up. So, where is it? Oh, shoot. Hold on, guys. I forgot. I upload videos of dead Nazis on my channel. And, okay, that wasn't a dead Nazi one. That's, but I'm about to come to one. Hold on a second. Hold on. Okay. All right. I keep forgetting. I love being uncensored on Telegram. So here it goes. What will Russia get after the referendum? Russia will add 5 to 6 million new citizens. In the future, when refugees begin to return, the total population of the new regions may grow to 8 to 9 million people. The area of the liberated territories where the referendums will be held is about 113,000 square. I don't know about kilometers. I could never... I'm still on the miles. That's how American of me. In terms of areas, this is larger than Bulgaria, Cuba, and South Korea. The population is larger than Belgium, Belarus, Israel, or Austria. And what is amazing about this is that remember how all of this started, ladies and gentlemen. All of this started because Ukraine was going against their word by talking about how they was going to join NATO in the backyard of Russia. So once again, NATO talking about they not going to expand, but they were still talking about expanding. And in essence, you have caused Russia to expand. See how that works? Now, Russia does not...
После воссоединения России с ее историческими территориями.
Okay, this is all that. So they want all of this land right here. Russia has no interests for the west of Ukraine. But you know who does have interests at the west of Ukraine? Poland, Hungary, and Romania, right? Romania. I do believe Romania, but I know Poland wants their land back. Hungary wants their land back. And I think Romania wants in on that too. Okay. And then they're gonna leave a small section for Ukraine. Like the country known as Ukraine is not going to be completely destroyed. It's not gonna. Yes, Romania borders Ukraine. Okay, but Romania does want a land. They do want part of Ukraine for themselves, right? Because this is what I've been learning. I've been learning a lot about the EU history. You know what I'm saying? That I did not learn in school. That because I knew Ukraine, part of Ukraine belonged to Poland. I did know that part. I didn't know part of it belonged to Hungary, and I didn't learn that part of that also belonged to Romania either. But because I love Poland, you know what I'm saying? They acting stupid though, but I still love them nonetheless. You know what I'm saying? They're just going through their period at the moment. But in the end, Russia is only interested in the east side and the south side. That's it. They don't want no more of that. And because Ukraine is heavily in debt, they are, straight up in debt. And they are signing contracts that the EU said that they'll pay. So it's like, even though we've been giving them all this money, it's on a loan. And the loan is backed up by the EU, so we set it up to make EU our bitch for a long time. And it makes me wonder, like, damn, is that how you treat your allies? And when I'm asking is, how come out of all people the UK don't wake up and go, you know what, America, fuck you, we're not going to do this no more. We struggling and surviving. We cold over here. We going through all this shit for your because remember, Ukraine is of a huge interest to Soros and to Biden and to Clinton and to the Clintons for a lot of reasons we don't have to divulge here, right now. But remember I said, come October, the little man who's always begging for money and weapons. I'll talk about this on the Treetop News because I will be doing the Treetop News tomorrow. Dude, it's not going to be good. It's not going to be good when all of this is over with. The best thing about us in America is that we don't need Russia's oil. We have oil drilling facilities here. And once we impeach Biden and all this other shit, whatever, I don't know. This is something I would have to talk to somebody like Sticks or something with. Like, what will it take to get the pipeline and the drilling back before 2024. You see what I'm saying? Excuse me, before 2025, because Trump won't be able to do nothing until January of 2025 in reference to getting us back oil dependent. the way they have been dependent upon Russian coal and Russian oil and gasoline. Well, I guess coal and the gas. Hold on. No, I was right. Russian oil, Russian gas, and Russian coal. The way they have cut this off completely is going to, and the Saudis are not making more. Pakistan's not making more. Yemen is not. I didn't even know Yemen was selling oil. They're not making more. And Venezuela's like, if you fix my shit, we'll give you some, but it's gonna cost $80 million. So until somebody foot that bill, Venezuela's not gonna be able to help them out. It makes me think that they're saying that this is gonna put them in a recession, and Germany, because Germany economy, they were basically dependent on being with their economy dependent more on industrialization. They're looking at going into a depression. And this is not something that they can get out of. Whereas here in America, we have our farms, although they're burning down, although they're coming up, a lot of shit are happening to them. I still suggest you guys do your little farming thing in your little apartment or your little house, you know what I'm saying? And you know what else you guys should do? Okay. I always do this. I always go over, just go to my Telegram. Here, let me give you my Telegram, because I'm about to gonna talk, and then I'm gonna call it a day. You guys, do anybody here know people who fish? Hold on, let me give. Do y'all know people who fish and hunt? What's that, Jethro? You fish and hunt, Myth? So listen, guys, listen. And I mean this, like, listen to me, right? I think you would be okay if you're friends with somebody who fish and hunt, okay? My dad and me sometimes fish. They have this thing where you can have your own little fishing. You can start a own fishing pond or something like that. Did that make sense to you guys? You can start your own fishing pond if you don't live near a lake, or if you don't live near an ocean or someplace you can go fishing. I believe that if you can have access to people, if you yourself don't fish, I think if you don't fish and you don't hunt, then, not saying you're going to need them, but just in case, it wouldn't hurt to have these type of friends in your life. Excuse me. That you can have access to people who can fish, and you can go fishing with them, or you can buy the fish from them. Or you can buy the deer. What else do they hunt? I don't know. I don't care. Whatever they hunt, you can offer to either buy it or help clean it. Whatever you got to do, you know what I'm saying? But we are, America, this country is self-sufficient. You see what I'm saying? We are not put in. I'm sorry, I read what Sleepy Giant said. No one posted a chat in your chat for almost 5 minutes. I got worried. It's all okay. Huh? Oh, okay. Nah, you know what them knuckleheads do? They multitask. They multitask. That's what they do. So if you don't see them typing in the chat, that's because they doing other shit while listening to me. They not listening in the chat. I'm sorry, I was listening. I'm not even gonna say. I'm not gonna repeat what Sleeping Giant said. Although I support that, I co-sign what Sleeping Giant said. It doesn't hurt to have these type of people in your life. It doesn't hurt to say, hey, how much ever money you need me to pay you for your fish that you catch, let's do that. But also, I do know for a fact that you can build a fishing thing like in a greenhouse, right? Hold on, let me go look. I knew, because somebody was telling me about the one they made. Hold on, let me see. What is that called though? Building a fish. What is it called? What is that called? What is that called where you have a big thing of fish? Breeding ponds? Building a breeding pond. Oh. Oh, look, y'all. Hold on. Let me show you what I'm looking at. Huh.
Let's get out and get what we need for this build. Well, the first stop, fish's spawning bed to spawn, and this is what they build when they spawn. You know, I'm giving you hints here on what this fish could be, so make sure you're commenting down below. And spawn over here on top of this stone mountain, or if they decide not to, what we can do is isolate them completely. We will take them. One is we need to take this airline hose, we need to run it through this plastic pipe.
This looks real. Hold on, I'm acting like a typical woman, but this looks complicated.
Feed the tank for a few days to allow the cycle to start, and then I will test the water prior to adding fish to this tank, but this will at least kickstart it. And for a new tank setup, you're going to double the dose. It has a nice little measuring cap guys to do. Go ahead and start commenting your thoughts. That's all I'm going to give you, but so you
He's not going to show the proof of concept. I hate that. I hate when people show you something and they don't show you the proof of concept. Well, look at all. Oh, well, this person's showing proof of concept.
In production and turnover to the angelfish, but these guys, if you can figure them out, are fish, and you're hopefully always going to have better quality rams than imported ones. Okay. And then number 2 on my list is going to be.
I'm not going to go through all this. I don't eat this anyway, so this. I could give. Aquaculture. Aquaculture. Hold on. It's aquaculture. Aquaculture. Fish is so soothing. Look at this. I don't even want to look at this. Sustainable aquaculture. Let's look at this one.
Population comes increasing demand for food and resources, and shifts in the types of food needed. Rivers and oceans will continue to provide important sources of food. However, aquatic environments are already strained. Improved fisheries management in many areas, and some unsustainable fishing practices in others, will limit the amount of seafood that we can obtain from fishing alone.
Oh wow, this is educational.
So how can we continue to meet our population's requirement for seafood? Aquaculture is increasingly filling this gap. It involves the growing and harvesting of shellfish, crustaceans, fish and seaweed in a controlled manner that, if done sustainably, could reduce the impact of our demand for seafood on the environment.
Oh!
CFAS monitors and studies aquatic ecosystems and explores the interaction between the environment, fisheries and aquaculture so that seafood from whatever source may become more sustainable. CFAS advises home and overseas governments to encourage a sustainable relationship between people
So
and...
do you guys have this where you are? You had an aquaculture class in high school? Wow, Michael, you went to a good school. Dole, I don't know how to say your name. I'm just going to call you Dole. Dole said, when shit goes down, I'll just take over my neighbor's koi pond. Wait a minute. Can you eat koi fish? I think koi fish are nasty, right? Oh, koi fish are so cute. As long as we have clean water and electricity. Yeah. Dolph. Oh, Dolph. Dolph, you can't eat koi fish. I mean, you can, but that's not nice. They are carp, I think. Mississippi is the world's largest farm-raised catfish supplier in the world. Blech. Catfish. Hi, Raphael. I have an oceanography at my school. Y'all the ones that when you hungry, you'll eat it. No. Don't get me wrong. Hey, Ninja. Hey, let me tell you something. You are speaking the truth. I am vegan, all right? But if shit hits the fan, I will be eating me some chicken and fish and eggs. And I maybe even eat a little rabbit every now and then. I don't know. Just don't tell me it's a... Listen, when shit hit the fan, absolutely. I mean, listen, let me tell you something. I'm already thinking well ahead. I already know people who have chicken coops in the back of their yard. Oh, you want to restock it with tilapia and what is this? Bluegill? No. Please don't think listen, I'm only vegan for health reasons, not animal rights. I got to constantly remind people that I'm not doing this for no animal rights, only for health reasons. But if, like you said, if shit hits the fan and I can't have access to my privileged food, I have no problem, eating free range chicken. Like I said, I know a couple of people with a chicken coop and chicken in the back of their yard. So, I mean, I know these people. Okay. I live by the city lake with big fishing docks. There's also a fish hatchery to help keep things moving along in the lake. I don't think we teach any of this in school. This is really, you guys, does anybody want this link? I give it to you anyway, even if you didn't ask for it. I think this is educational. But as of right now, I'm just being honest with you guys. Us living in America, we're not going through the shit that they're going through over there in the EU and the UK. We're just not going through that. So, I mean, I'm stocked up and I'm ready. You know what I'm saying? But if I really have to, I have no problem. Eating meat and especially eggs. Because I know I can survive off of eggs, particularly I can definitely survive off of. And I would eat fish too. I would definitely eat fish. I think that would probably be the main staple of the diet. And because I'm afraid of eating chicken because I may have a relapse. Y'all know chicken is crack to black people, right? It just be calling me and calling me. It just be calling me. And I don't know what to do. I be saying, no, chicken, I don't want to eat you. But he be like, eat me, I'm good, and I'm really good fried. I'm seasoned very well. Like, no, Mr. Chicken, I can't do it. It's in my DNA to eat you, but I just can't. I gotta say no. I gotta resist you. So I would do, never forget Alex Jones. Hey, is that what this is? This was one of my favorite unhinged rants by Alex Jones.
I'll admit it. I'm not letting my kids die. I'm somebody that thought I could fix this, and I'm starting to think about having to eat my neighbor. I'm gonna haul him up by a chain. I will eat your ass. I'll do it. You think I like sizing up my neighbor? Cut him, skin him, chop his ass up. My children aren't going hungry. I will eat your ass. Oh, eat your ass. I'm literally looking at my neighbors now and going, I will eat your ass. I will eat your ass. Oh, eat your ass. My superpower is being honest. And I will eat your ass. I will eat your ass. Oh, eat your ass. That's why I want the globalists to know. I will eat your ass. I will eat your ass. Eat your ass. I've extrapolated this out, and I will eat your ass.
That was one of my favorite rants by Alex Jones. Oh my God, that was, God, Lord of mercy. I looked about, I will eat your, one of the favorite lines, like one of my superpowers is being honest. One of my superpowers is being honest. Holy smokes, dude, he is so crazy. Okay, guys, listen. I gotta stop. As much as I'm having fun being on the line with you guys, I'm going way past my time. I'm supposed to be doing 2 hours, and I just did 2 hours and 40 minutes. So, I need to download that song. Is it on Spotify? I don't know. Here, you can download it from the actual. Here's the video. Shoot, hold on a second. Yeah. I don't know if it's on Spotify or not. But you can download the video and then convert it into an MP3. So that's that. So yeah. Okay, guys. As always, we had a good time. But I gotta go because I gotta do a treetop news for tomorrow, and I need to do a video for my other channel. I haven't done any. I probably lost out of the algorithm. I was doing so well with the algorithm, and then we had a slow news day, and there was nothing to talk about. So, all right, guys. So let me thank the following people who donated. Let me start with the super chats first. I want to thank Buddha Titi Boy. I want to thank William Livingston. I want to thank Maggie, and then Cornelius Brunes. All right, and then when it comes to, hold on, make sure I'm not forgetting anybody with. Yeah, I got everybody. And then when it comes to the super chat, when it comes to Streamlabs, Milo Practice, Meowser, Mr. Milky Day, and Sapphire. Thank you so much for your donations, and I will see you guys on the Treehouse News. That's tomorrow. Tomorrow at 8 o'clock. Come join me, okay? I love you long time. Bye. Hey, everybody. This is Tree from treeoflogic.com. Listen, I want you to go to my website, treeoflogic.com, and I want you to bookmark it right now. Stop what you're doing. Go to www.treeoflogic.com for you boomers and treeoflogic.com for everybody else. And I want you to favorite and bookmark it. That is where you're going to find all my content. You're going to find my schedule. You're going to find out what I'm doing, what's happening, what I'm up to. And you're going to also find other trinkets of what about my content. So if you don't see me on YouTube for a couple of days or 3 days gone by and you don't see any YouTube videos, you need to go to treeoflogic.com, go to the news and update section, and there it will tell you what's going on, what happened, and where you can find my content. So remember, this is my main platform, treeoflogic.com, not YouTube. Treeoflogic.com is my main platform. Go there right now, bookmark it, and don't forget, that's where you can find all the information in reference to me.